champs of Examsnet, welcome to the question series of Examsnet. I hope this series of detailed explanation is helping you a lot. Let's start this session. Here is a question. Two sentences with one blank in each followed by 5 alternatives are given. Choose that option as the answer which can fill both the blanks of both the sentences. First sentence is after supper, Longarm stepped out onto the sidewalk and took a dash on his cheroot. Second sentence is anyone living an active lifestyle is bound to dash a muscle eventually. Statement A is according to the sentence, the person took a puff from his cheroot. But puff does not fit in statement B. So puff is not the correct alternative. And in statement B, pull a muscle is a correct phrase which means to overextend or to strain a muscle resulting in its injury. Thus, we can say that pull is the correct alternative for both the sentences. So option number D is correct, which is pull here. Next question also has two sentences. First sentence is, she spoke with total resignation and dashed defeat as she looked up at me. Second sentence is, no one has ever heard him dash a groan or a word of complaint. The first sentence requires an adjective that would be appropriate to describe the defeat. Sentence B uses that same word as a verb. Of all the given options, only express, asseverate, and utter can be used as a verb, but only utter can describe defeat. As an adjective, utter means absolute. As a verb, it means to say something aloud. Hence, we can say that the correct answer is option D, which is utter. Utter suits both the sentences. Next question is also the same, and the sentences are, for them, the house's main dash lay in its quiet country location. Second sentence is, the 3-course menu is varied and good dash for money. In statement A, the house is of importance because of its location. In statement B, the money is well spent on the menu. The only word that fits in both the blanks is value. Therefore, the correct option for this particular question is option number E, which is value. Next question has the sentences, failing to dash them to good, cause he was determined anyhow to organize the great cultivated middle class into a political party. Second sentence is, the Jacobites made an inevitable dash under Lord George Murray after the Battle of Culloden. Sentence A has a verb in the blank and the same word acts as a noun in the sentence B. Only the options A, D and E can be used both as a noun and as a verb. The option E, which is rendezvous, means to meet at a place or a meeting place. When we say to rendezvous, we mean that we are meeting for a cause, not to a cause. So rendezvous is not the answer. Another option, which is flock, it means that flock is used to denote a group of birds, but not humans. The subjects in both the sentences are humans. So we can say that flock is also a wrong choice. Another option is rally. Rally in the first sentence implies to reunite, and in the second sentence, it means a mass meeting of people making a political protest or showing a support for any particular cause. Therefore, we can say that the correct option will be option number A, which is rally. Next question is, a passage is given here, and after reading the passage, we have to say that according to this passage, what does the author mean when he says the battle between man and machines goes back centuries? The statements are, it has been around a century that the fight between man and machine is on, offering no clear results. Second sentence is, there seems to be no trace of any truce being reached in near future that might end the war between the man and the machine. Third sentence is, the emerging technologies and the effect on jobs have been a reason for the tussle between man and machine since ages. As the given passage concentrates on the technology and further how it is impacting the jobs, then statement third seems to closely relate to the theme of the given passage and the given sentence also. Statement 1 and 2 only make the presumptions regarding the possible beginning and unforeseen end of the battle between man and the machine, which does not relate accurately to the theme of the passage. Therefore, we can say that statement 3 is the correct and absolute statement for the given question. So, for this particular question, option C is the right answer. Next question also consists of the same paragraph. And here the question is, which one of the following statements best fits the given blank in the passage? And the statements are, technological progress had cut the prices of essentials such as food and the price of bigger household items such as TVs and kitchen appliances. Second statement is, their conclusion is unremittingly cheerful. Rather than destroying jobs, technology has been a great job creating machine. And the third statement is, in the UK, the first sector to feel this effect on any scale was agriculture, says the study. We know that the paragraph talks about conclusions and findings. The blank could be filled by second or third statement, but because third statement mentions this effect which has no mention in the given sentences that precedes it, we can rule out third statement. Now we have to note a very important thing here, that the best suited fit would be statement second because it concludes the result of the mentioned study. So we can say that option B is correct, which is only second statement. Next question is, which of the following is the most similar to the word given in bold as per its usage in the passage? And the word is fretting. You can see that the word here is fretting. Now, when you fret over something, it consumes your thoughts and causes you to worry. Simply put, it means to be worried and unhappy about something. Let us consider the meaning of the given words. The first word here is comforting. Comforting means to try to make somebody feel less worried or unhappy. So, the meaning of comforting is to try to make someone feel less worried. Second option is worrying. Worrying means causing anxiety about the problems. Next option is appeasing. Appeasing means to make somebody calmer or less angry by agreeing to whatever he or she wants. So appeasing means to make someone calm. Next option is calming. Calming means to make somebody quiet or calm. And one more option is given, which is sighing. Sighing means to let out a long, deep breath. These are the meaning of the given words. And you can see that of all the given options, option B turns out to be the closest synonym of the word fretting. Fretting means causing anxiety about something which is very harmful, or you can say like that of a problem. So we can say that option B is the correct option, which is worrying. Next question is, which one of the following is the most similar to the word given in bold as per its usage in the passage? And the word is driven. We have to note a thing here is the word driven is used in the passage to mean that the increased expenditure of people on grooming has resulted in a rise of employment of hairdressers. So driven would mean to cause somebody to be in a particular state. Now let us see the meanings of the given words. The given words are plunged, assorted, sauntered, propelled, and tramped. Plunged means to push something, suddenly and with force. So we can write to push something with force. Escorted means to take somebody somewhere. Sauntered means to walk without hurrying. Propelled means to cause someone to do an activity. And the last word is tramped. Tramped means to walk with slow, heavy steps. These are the meanings of all the given options. And of all the given alternatives, option D is the correct answer, because you can see that option D means to cause someone to do an activity. And we already know that here the driven word means to cause somebody to be in a particular state. So option D is the appropriate answer for this question, which is propelled. Next question also has the same paragraph. Which one of the following statements is or are not true with reference to the information provided in the passage? And the statements are: job contraction in manufacturing and agriculture sector has been more than the rise in technology and business services sectors. Second statement is: the study in question is focused at finding the reasons for the rise in the employment of hairdressers. And the third statement is: technology is a poor substitute of muscle power and human brain. As per all the given information in the passage, both second and third statement are false. Statement 1 is true. As per the lines, the dominant trend is of contracting employment in agriculture and manufacturing being more than offset by rapid growth in the caring, creative technology and business service sectors. As per this line, technology directly substitutes human muscle power, and it is also evident that statement third is false and forms the part of answer. And due to this line, their study shortlisted for the Society of Business Economists, Ripsinski Prize argues that the debate has been skewed towards the job destroying effects of technological change, which are more easily observed than its creative aspects. Statement 2 is invalidated here. It shows that the study was not about why employment rises there for the hairdressers, but to find out what impact the technology is having on jobs. Therefore, we can say that only second and third statement are not true. So the correct option here is option number D. Next question also has the same directions. And here the question is, which one of the following can be correctly inferred from the given passage? First statement is advent of newer technologies have resulted in decrease of incomes, leading to huge cuts in demands and thus new jobs. Second statement is agriculture and manufacturing industries seem to have been most affected by the deployment of machines on the job front. And the third statement is the evolution in communication technologies has marked a remarkable growth in knowledge-based industry. We have all the statements here. Statement 1 seems incorrect because it states that the opposite of what is mentioned in the passage. Statement 2 is an inference that can be drawn from the following lines. And the lines are the dominant trend is of contracting employment in agriculture and manufacturing being more than offset by rapid growth in the caring, creative, technology, and business service sectors. And statement third is a fact which is outrightly mentioned in the passage. So we can say that the correct option for this question is only statement second. So the correct option is B, which is only second statement. Next question also have the same directions. And the particular part here is which one of the following statement is true with reference to the information provided in the passage. The statements are machines are substituting muscles power and will eliminate the need for human labor in the next 150 years. There are no job shrinking effects observed in manufacturing industry. Third statement is technology deployment in various industries helps in raising productivity. Fourth statement is the grooming industry has seen a drastic decrease in the recent year. And fifth option is none of the above. All the statements except C are false as per all the given information in the passage. The quote, technology directly substitute human muscle power and in so doing raises productivity and shrinks the employment. It shows that statement C is correct. Also, the quote, machine will take on more repetitive and laborious tasks but seem no closer to eliminating the need for human labor than at any time in the last 150 years invalidates option A. And the quote, the dominant trend is of contracting employment in agriculture and manufacturing invalidates option number B. Also, the quote, the Deloitte economists believe these rising incomes have allowed consumer to spend more on personal services such as grooming, that in turn has driven employment of hairdressers, invalidates option D. So in this way, three of the quote invalidate option A, B, and D. Thus, option C is the correct option here. So the correct option is technology deployment in various industry helps in raising productivity, which is option number C. Next question is, read the sentence to find out whether there is an error in it. The error, if any, will be in one part of the sentence. The number corresponding to that part will be your answer. If the given sentence is correct as it is, mark the answer as no error. Ignore the error of punctuations, if any. The parts of the sentences are, customers of the museum are in the processing of collecting and preserving unique masks and face shields from the current ones. The error here lies in the second part of the sentence. This part requires a noun, and being a verb, processing is contextually incorrect. It needs to be replaced by the noun process. So we can say that the error lies in the second part. So the correct option for this question is option number A, which is 2. Next question also has the same direction, and the sentence is, goods manufactured in Asia could have dominated the Western market due for its low price. The error lies in the fourth part of the sentence. The phrase due for means needing, requiring, or expecting something to happen, which is contextually incorrect. It needs to be replaced by the phrase due to, which is used to provide reason for something, as in dominated the Western market due to its low price, where low price becomes the reason for domination. Thus, option A is the correct answer, which is 4. Next question has the sentence, the aircraft returned to the airport soon after the takeoff as the pilot encountered some technical snags. In this sentence, there are no errors. This sentence is absolutely correct. So, the correct option here is option number E, which is no error. Next question has the sentence, the amount disbursed was less than the original amount. In this sentence, the error lies in the first part of the sentence. The verb disburse needs to be in its past form to complement the preceding helping verb was. Thus, the correct answer is option number B here. Moving on to next question. In the following question, an idiom or phrase is given that is followed by 3 statements. All these 3 statements carry the given idiom or phrase. Identify the sentences in which the idiom or phrase fits to make them grammatically correct and meaningful. See eye to eye. And the statements are studios went to war with exhibitors and unclear if they'll ever see eye to eye. Next statement is the siblings did not see eye to eye, but their disagreements did not make them wrangle in public. Next statement is Wright saw eye to eye of the filmmaker Spike Lee, who featured him in a jeans commercial. In this question, see eye to eye means to agree fully with someone or to be in full agreement. The phrase has been used correctly in statement 1 and 2. And in the statement 3, the correct phrase would have been to catch someone's eye. And you have to note here that if you catch someone's eye, you do something to attract their attention so that you can speak to them. Therefore, the correct answer for this question is option number D here, both 1 and 2. Next question has stones throw away. And the statements are the deal isn't yet a stone's throw away, but we are confident it will go ahead as hoped. Next statement is a jaw-dropping feat of volcanic architecture has risen in the Italian city of Nola, just a stone's throw away from the cataclysmic Mount Vesuvius. Next statement is the doctors tell me that unless I give up playing music, I'll be stone's throw away by the time I'm 40. There is a very important thing to note here that the given phrase stone's throw away means a short distance. So the meaning of stone's throw away is a short distance. So the second statement is correct. The correct phrase to be used in this statement 1 would be carved in stone, which means permanently fixed or established and incapable of being changed. And in the third statement, the correct phrase would be stone deaf, which means completely deaf, as the given sentence talk about the music. So we can say that the correct option for this question is option number B, which is only second. Next question has salad days. In this, the salad days means the period when one is young and unexperienced. So the meaning of salad days is period when one is young and unexperienced. The statements here are, he may have grown old, but he has shed none of the brashness and aggression of his salad days. Next statement is, many people sell old patio furniture, although you may have to be willing to use a little salad day to get used items back into shape. Next statement is, the festival came at a perfect timing for kids who suffered salad days in March due to the long cold winter. Since the first sentence tries to compare a person's behavior in his old age with that of his salad day, the usage of the phrase indicating youth and the inexperience becomes appropriate here. In the second statement, the correct idiom will be elbow grease, meaning hard physical work, especially vigorous polishing or cleaning, since it talks about trying to refurbish old patio furniture. And in the third statement, the correct idiom will be cabin fever. It means that distressing, claustrophobic irritability, or restlessness experienced when a person or a group is stuck at an isolated location or in confined quarters for an extended time. Since it talks about children being stuck inside due to cold weather, so we can say that the correct option here is option number A. Only first statement is suitable here. Next question consists of a paragraph, and the question is, which one of the following will be the third statement after rearranging the paragraph? So the statements here are, an increasing number of products, product modification or service are now being imagined and brought to fruition in emerging and developing markets first. Next statement is, for example, many simple mobile phone applications have been first developed for the Kenyan or Indian market, for instance, and then rolled out in developed markets. Next statement is, new product innovations used to be the province of developed markets, with companies responding to the cues from the market by designing products and services that might once be introduced into emerging or developing markets. Next statement is, this traditional trickle down sequence has been appended by the shortening of product life cycles, which now call for the nearly simultaneous launch of product across the world, and especially by the emergence of trickle up innovation. And the last statement is, major technological breakthroughs would first be incorporated into products and services in developed markets and only launched in emerging and developing market years later. We have to find that which will be the third statement after rearranging this paragraph. The passage is all about the change in the product launching practices adopted by various companies in the current times. Statement C introduces the topic, that is new product innovations and the practice of introduction in the developed market first and in the emerging markets later on. So option C will be the first statement. As stated in C, the designing of products and services was first done in response to the cues obtained from developed markets. Further, elaborating on the process follows statement E, which mentions the major technological breakthroughs would first be incorporated into products and services in developed market. So C will be followed by E. The change in practice here has been first mentioned in statement D, which refers to the earlier practice as a trickle down sequence and explains the change in practice. That is, simultaneous launch of various products across all the world. So E will be followed up by D. Now, statement A further elaborates on the current practices and thus will follow D. B provides an example of the fact mentioned in A and thus is the apt concluding statement. So the correct logical order is C, E, D, A, B. So the correct option here is option number C here. Next question is, which of the following will be the second statement after rearranging the paragraph? We have seen the logical order for this paragraph, and the logical order is C, E, D, A and B. This is the logical order. We have to find that which will be the second statement. So you can clearly see here that second statement is statement number E. So the correct option for this question is option number D. Next question is, which of the following will be the fifth statement after rearranging the paragraph? We know the logical order is C, E, D, A, B. Here the fifth statement is B. So the correct option is option number E here. Next question is also the same. In this question, we have to find the fourth statement after rearranging the paragraph. So the logical order is C, E, D, A, B. Here the fourth statement is statement number A. So the correct option is option number B, which says statement number A. Next question is, which of the following will be the first statement after rearranging the paragraph? We know that the logical order is C, E, D, A and B. The first statement here is statement number C. So the correct option is option number E. You can see that all these questions are very simple. You just have to understand the first part of the question and you can easily solve all the coming questions. Next question is, in this question, 2 columns and 3 sentences are given, which are divided into 2 parts. Column 1 consists of A, B and C and also consists of first half of each sentence, and column 2, D, E and F consist of second half of each sentence. Match column 1 with column 2 so that the sentences formed are both meaningful and grammatically correct. Choose the correct option as your answer. We just have to match both the sentences. Here, sentences are, it is easier to ship goods by plane than. Second part is the farmers export there. And third part is air traffic controllers direct plan so. Then in the second column, the statements are that they move about safe in the sky by boat since not every city is connected to a waterway, and surplus crops to many nations. In this question, the statement or the sentence A and E can be connected, but it is not grammatically correct due to the usage of the base form of the verb connected. Similarly, B and F can form a coherent pair. You can see that statement B and F, they can form a coherent pair as F mentions what the farmers export. It mentions crops. So B and F can be connected. And C and D could have formed a pair, but the use of adjective safe instead of the adverb safely to qualify the verb move out makes the sentence grammatically incorrect. So the correct option for this question is B and F. B and F can be correctly matched. So the correct option is option number C here. Next question is also the same. Here the sentences are, it was too dark to explore the grounds. Our migratory neighbors, the nomad never stayed. And the second part is, so the crew was forced to return in a city for more than 2 months, live in the Caribbean half the year. Here, A and D forms a coherent pair, which is, it was too dark to explore the grounds, so the crew was forced to return. B and F also forms a pair, but it is contextually and grammatically also correct. See, we have to look for both the part, that the sentence should be meaningful and the grammatical part should also be correct. And C and E can also be a contextual pair, but it is grammatically incorrect due to the presence of past participle of stay to state a rather universal fact, which is customarily stated in the present tense. So the correct option for this question is A and D and B and F, which is option number E here. Both these sentences have meaning and they are grammatically correct. Next question is also the same, and the columns are, the refugee convoy moved over 3,000. Using her skills, the teacher was able. The little girl liked to save her. The second column consists of to train students to read and write. He would be home late. Refugees safely across the border. You can see that in this part of sentences, A and F forms a pair. Because in A also there is refugee and in F also it consists of refugee. So A and F forms a contextual pair and also B and D forms a contextual pair. Sentence B and D is using her skills, the teacher was able to train students. See, teacher is connected with students. So B and D also forms a pair and it is grammatically correct. C cannot be paired with E because as the context do not match here. So the correct option here is A and F and B and D, which is option number D here. Next question is, in the given statement, some words have been highlighted. These words may not be at the correct place, making the sentence grammatically and contextually incorrect. Choose the option which represents the correct sequence of words, which will make the sentence grammatically and contextually correct. If the sentence is correct as it is, choose E. That is, no rearrangement required as your answer. The sentences here are, according to study, we do not pass more complex jobs that we had in the involve, but today jobs perform numerous tasks that do not really need to be have. These are the sentences. And the correct sequence should be D, A, B, and C. So the first position needs an auxiliary verb. Thus, word D must be placed at the beginning. This negates that option A and option C. Now, in the sentence, we are talking about a system in the past. Therefore, word A must be in the second place. This makes option number D the correct option, which is DABC. We just have to rearrange the sentences. Next question also have the same directions. Here, the sentence is, climate change is concern, risk to human emerging and well-being and thus is health as a serious posing worldwide. Here, the correct sequence is D, C, B, and A. Now, let us read the part which is, climate change is concern, risk to human emerging, and well-being thus is health as a serious posing worldwide. So, after rearrangement, it will be worldwide as a serious posing and well-being and thus is health, risk to human emerging, climate changes concern. Or after the rearrangement, we can say that it is the correct statement. So the correct option here is option number C, which is D, C, B, and A. Next question is, being self-employed also means finding yourself unions, the without of HR department or trade production. Here also we have to rearrange. And in the first place, there should be statement A, being self-employed. So first statement should be A. Now, being self-employed also means finding yourself unions or the without of HR department or trade production. So second option must be C. Then third place, there should be D, and at fourth place, there should be B. So the correct option here is option number B, which says A, C, D, and B. So it becomes, being self-employed also means finding the without of HR department of trade production, protection, yourself, unions. So this is the correct option here. Next question also has the same direction. You can see that continuously questions are coming so easy. We just have to rearrange the sentence and we have to rearrange in such a way that it becomes meaningful. Here the parts of sentences are, peace countries between the two varying negotiations came to a standstill after an official murdered an opponent's citizen. Here, statement 2 should be the first position, which is statement B should be the first position, followed by A, and further followed by D and C. So here the correct order will be B, A, D, C. So it is option number C here. So after rearrangement, it becomes between the two varying negotiations, peace countries murdered an opponent citizen came to a standstill after a official. Next question is from the aptitude part. In the following questions, two equations are given in variables x and y. You have to solve this equation and determine the relation between x and y. The first equation here is x square is equal to 256. We know that 256 is the square for 16. So the value for x will be plus minus 16. Now the second equation is y square plus 18 plus 17 is equal to 0. Now let us find the factors for this equation by splitting the middle term. See here there is 18y. The equation is y square plus 18y plus 17. So on further applying the splitting the middle term method, it will become y square plus 17y plus y plus 17 is equal to 0. Taking y common, this will be y plus 17. Similarly, taking 1 common, this will be y plus 17. The common factor here is y plus 17 and another factor here is y plus 1. It is equal to 0. So the value of y will be minus 17 and the value for y will be minus 1. Therefore, no relation can be established here because we can say that x is plus minus 16 and y is minus 17 and y is minus 1. So we cannot form any further relation here. So option E must be the correct option for this question, which says that either x is equal to y, but here we know that x is not equal to y, or no relation can be established. So this part is correct, which is no relation can be established. Therefore, option E is the correct option for this question. Next question is also the same. Here two equations are given and we have to find the values for x and y. So considering the first equation, which is 2x square plus 15x plus 28 is equal to 0. Let us first find the factors for this equation by splitting the middle term method. So it can be written as 2x square plus 8x plus 7x plus 28 is equal to 0. On further solving and taking 2x common from the first two terms, the remaining terms will be x plus 4. Similarly, taking 7 common from the last two terms, the remaining terms will be x plus 4. Here x plus 4 is the common factor and another factor is 2x plus 7. This is equal to 0. So from here we can say that x will be equals to minus 4 and x will be equals to minus 7 by 2. Now the second equation is 2y square plus 19y plus 45 is equal to 0. Again, let us find the factors for this equation by using the same method for splitting the middle term. So this equation can be written as 2y square plus 10y plus 9y plus 45 is equal to 0. Taking 2y common, it will be y plus 5. Similarly, taking 9 common, it will be y plus 5. This is equal to 0. Now the factors are y plus 5 and 2y plus 9 is equal to 0. So the value of y will be minus 5 and the value for y will be minus 9 by 2. Here you can see that x is equal to minus 4 comma minus 7 by 2 and y is equal to minus 5 comma minus 9 by 2. It is very clear that x is greater than y. So we can say that there is a relation established in this question which is x is greater than y. So option number B is the correct option for this question. Next question also has the same directions. And here the equations are 6x square plus 13x plus 6 is equal to 0. We have to repeat the same steps in such question. We just have to find the factors. So this can be written as 6x square plus 9x plus 4x plus 6 is equal to 0. Taking 3x common from the first two terms, the remaining terms will be 2x plus 3. Similarly, taking 2 common, the remaining two terms will be 2x plus 3. This is equal to 0. Factors are 2x plus 3 and 3x plus 2 is equal to 0. From here, we will get two values for x, which will be x will be equals to minus 2 by 3 and x will be equals to minus 3 by 2. We have solved the first equation and we have found the value for x. Now let us see the second equation. The second equation is 15y square plus 13y plus 2 is equal to 0. This equation can be written as 15y square plus 10y plus 3y plus 2 is equal to 0. Taking 5y common from the first two terms, the remaining terms will be y plus 2. Similarly, see here there will be 3y because if we take 5 common, then 5 into 3 is 15. Similarly, taking 1 common from the next two terms, the remaining terms will be 3y plus 2. It is equal to 0. Common factor is 3y plus 2 and another factor is 5y plus 1. From here, we will get the values for y. Y will be equals to minus 2 by 3 and y will be equals to minus 1 by 5. X is equal to minus 2 by 3 and y is also equal to minus 2 by 3. So one statement will be that x is equal to y. And here you can see that x is equal to minus 3 by 2 and y is equal to minus 1 by 5. So x is less than or equal to y. This is the correct statement or this is the correct relation between x and y. So we can say that option number C is the correct option for this question. In the next question also, two equations are given and we have to find the values for the variable x and y. The equation here is x square minus 15x plus 56 is equal to 0. In order to find the value for x and y, we have to use splitting the middle term method. So this equation can be written as x square minus 8x minus 7x plus 56 is equal to 0. Taking x common, it will be x minus 8. Similarly, taking minus 7 common, it will be x minus 8 is equal to 0. The factors will be x minus 8 and x minus 7 is equal to 0. So from here we can say that x will be equals to 7 and x will be equal to 8. Now the second statement is y square minus 17y plus 72 is equal to 0. This can be written as y square minus 8y minus 9y plus 72 equal to 0. We are using the same method for splitting the middle term. Taking y common, this will be y minus 8. Similarly, taking minus 9 common, this will be y minus 8. This is equal to 0. So the factors here are y minus 8 and y minus 9 is equal to 0. So y will be equals to 8 and 9. You can see that one value for x is equal to one value for y and here y is greater than x. So we can say that the relation will be x is less than or equal to y. Therefore, out of all the options, option number C is the correct option here. Next question is also the same. You can see that continuously the questions are same. We just have to find the values for x and y. Here the equation is x square minus 14x plus 13 is equal to 0. By splitting the middle term, it can be written as x square minus 13x minus x plus 13 is equal to 0. Taking x common, this will be x minus 13. Taking minus 1 common, it will be x minus 13. It is equal to 0. So the factors are x minus 13 and x minus 1 is equal to 0. Therefore, the values for x will be 1 comma 13. Now, second equation is y square minus 12y plus 11 is equal to 0. This equation can be written as y square minus 11y minus y plus 11 is equal to 0. Taking y common, it will be y minus 11. Taking minus 1 common, it will be y minus 11. This is equal to 0. So from here, the factors will be y minus 11 and y minus 1 is equal to 0. Therefore, the values for y will be 1 comma 11. Here you can see that x and y is equal, but we cannot form any other relation because of the given equation. So we can say that here x is equal to y and further no more relation can be established. So correct option is option number E here. Next question has the equations 4x square plus 13x plus 9 is equal to 0. By splitting the middle term, it can be written as 4x square plus 4x plus 9x plus 9 is equal to 0. Taking 4x common from the first two terms, the remaining terms will be x plus 1. Taking 9 common from the next two terms, the remaining terms will be x plus 1. This is equal to 0. Now the factors are x plus 1 and 4x plus 9. So from here we can say that the values for x will be minus 1 and minus 9 by 4. Now let us solve the second equation. The second equation is 4y square plus 20y plus 25 is equal to 0. Again, by splitting the middle term, it can be written as 4y square plus 10y plus 10y plus 25 is equal to 0. Taking 2y common, the remaining terms will be 2y plus 5. Similarly, taking 5 common, the remaining two terms will be 2y plus 5, which is equal to 0. So the factors will be 2y plus 5 and 2y plus 5. It is equal to 0. So the value for y will be minus 5 by 2. Here you can see that clearly x is greater than y. So we can say that the relation between x and y is x is greater than y, which is option number B here. Next question is also from the aptitude part, but here the directions are different. What approximate value will come in place of the question mark in the following question? You are not expected to calculate the exact value. See, here we have to find the value for the question mark. And the equation is 244.03 minus 654.02 plus question mark divided by 2.01 is equal to 835.01. It is clearly given in the question that we do not have to find the exact value, means we have to find the approximate value. So by approximation, we can write it as 244 minus 654 plus question mark divided by 2 is equal to 835. So question mark divided by 2 will be equal to 835 plus 654 minus 244. So question mark divided by 2 will be equals to 835 plus 654 is 1489 minus 244. On further solving, question mark by 2 will be equals to 1489 minus 244. So on subtracting it further, it will be 1245. Now we can easily find the value for question mark. Question mark will be equals to 1245 into 2, which is equals to 2490. So the approximate value for the question mark here is 2490. Therefore, the correct option is option number E here. In the next question also we have to find the value for the question mark. So by approximately writing this equation, it can be written as 224 divided by 3 plus 25 of question mark is equal to 520. This is the approximate value. Now, on further taking the LCM here, this equation becomes 75 plus question mark divided by 4 is equal to 520. And here you can see that there is 224.9. So approximately it can be written as 225 because after decimal it is 9. So we have to write 225 here. Then on further solving, it will be 75 plus question mark divided by 4 is equal to 520. So question mark divided by 4 will be equals to 520 minus 75, which will be equals to 445. So question mark divided by 4 is equal to 445. So clearly question mark will be equals to 445 into 4. On further multiplying, it will be 1780. So the correct option here is option number C, which is 1780. 3.01 whole square plus cube root of 342.98 plus 1 divided by 6.01 is. By approximation, this whole term can be written as 16 square plus cube root of 343 plus 1 whole divided by 6. We know that cube root of 343 is 7 because 7 cube is 343 and 16 square is 256 and cube root of 343 is 7 plus 1 divided by 6. I hope this concept is clear to you. Cube root of 343 can be written as cube root of 7 cube. So this root and this will be cancelled. So answer will be 7 here. Now on further adding all this term 256 plus 7 plus 1 and dividing it by 6, we will get 44. So the correct option for this question is option number A here. Next question is 3.07 divided by 4.01 whole square into 127.96 plus 442.02 is equal to. Again, by approximation, this values can be written as 3 by 4 whole square into 128 plus 442. 3 by 4 whole square will be 9 upon 16 into 128 plus 442, which will be equals to 9 into 8 plus 442. The 16 and 128 will be cancelled, 1 and 8. So 9 into 8 is 72. 72 plus 442 will be equals to 540. So the approximate value for this question is 540. Therefore, option B is the correct option for this question. Next question is 326.99 divided by 2.98 plus 44.97 into 3.01 by 5.02. By approximation, it can be written as 327 divided by 3 plus 45 into 3 by 5. 5 and 45 will be cancelled. 5 nines are 45. And 3 and 327 will be cancelled, which will be 109. So the remaining terms are 109 plus 9 into 3, which is equal to 109 plus 9 3s are 27. Adding both this value, it will be 136. Therefore, the correct option for this question is option number D, which is 136. Next question is under root of 74.01 plus 43.01 into 4.99 is equal to 74.04 minus question mark. We have to find the value for question mark. It can be also written as under root of 74 plus 43 into 5 minus 74 is equal to minus of question mark. Now cancelling the minus, it will be 74 minus under root of 74 plus 43 into 5 is equal to question mark. On further solving it, this will be 74 minus 74 plus 43 into 5. So it will be 74 plus 43 5s are 250 is equal to question mark. On further solving, it will be 74 minus under root of 289 is equal to question mark. We know that under root of 289 is 17 because 17 into 17 gives 289. So it can be written as 74 into minus 17 is equal to question mark. So 74 minus 17 is 57. So 57 is the approximate value for the given question. See, in this type of question, all we have to do is we have to just solve the basic math, which includes addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. And we just have to find the value for question mark by using the approximate value. So the correct answer for this question is option number B here. I hope this question is clear to you. Next question comes from work and time. Question is A completes 45% of the work in 11 1/4 days. B completes 30% of the work in 3 days. If A, B and C together can complete the entire work in 6 1/4 days, then C is how much less efficient than A. So it is given that work done by A in 1 day is equal to 45% divided by 45/4, which is equal to 4%. Now, work done by B in 1 day is equal to 30% divided by 3. So it will be 30/3, which gives 10%. We are just dividing both the values. 45% divided by 11 1/4. 11 1/4 is 45/4. And for B, it is 30 divided by 3. So it gives 10%. Now, another thing is given that A, B, C can together complete a work in 6 1/4 days. Therefore, work done by A, B, and C together in 1 day will be equals to 100%, and 100% divided by 6 1/4. 6 1/4 is 25/4. On further solving this, it will be equals to 16%. So this is the work done by A, B, and C together in 1 day. Now we have to calculate the work done by C in 1 day. So work done by C in 1 day will be equals to 16 minus 4 plus 10, which is 2%. Now we have to find the required percentage for C. So required percentage will be 4 minus 2 divided by 4 into 100. 100 is the total amount of work. So it will be 2/4 into 100. On further cancelling it, it becomes 1/2 into 100. and 1 by 2 into 100 is 50. So we can say that the required percentage here is 50%. Therefore, C is 50% less efficient than A. So the correct option is option number D here. All this kind of questions are very simple. Moving on to next question. A sum of rupees X is invested in a scheme offering simple interest for 2 years at the interest rate of 20% per annum. A sum of rupees 2x is invested in the same scheme for 3 years. If the difference between the interest received respective periods is rupees 1524, what is the value of 3x? According to question, the difference between both the interests is 1524. The first interest is for 60% of 2x and another interest is 40% of x. The difference between both this is equal to 1524. This is the equation. According to question, we have to find the value for x here. And after finding the value of x, we can calculate the value for 3x. So 60% of 2x minus 40% of x is equal to 1524. This can be further written as 1.2x minus 0.4x is equal to 1524. Now, from here, x will be equals to 1524 divided by 0.8, which gives 1905. This is the required value for x, but we have to calculate the value for 3x. 3x means 3 into x. So it will be 3 into 1905. 3 into 1905 gives 5715. So the required value of 3x is 5715. Therefore, option E is the correct option for the given question. The first and second number is equal to the third number. The average of the first and second number is 9 less than the average of second and third number. What is the difference between first and second number? There are 3 numbers. Therefore, let the numbers be A, B, and C. According to the given question, A plus B is equal to 2C. Let this be equation number 1. Also, A plus B divided by 2 is equal to B plus C divided by 2 minus 9. On further solving this, it will be A plus B is equal to B plus C minus 18. From here, we can get the value for C. C will be equals to A plus 18. Let this be equation number 2. Putting the value of C in first equation, we will get A plus B is equal to 2C. So A plus B will be equal to 2 into A plus 18. Therefore, A plus B will be equals to 2A plus 36. 2A minus A will be A. So B will be equals to A plus 36 and the difference will be B minus A, which is equal to 36. Therefore, we can say that the difference between the first and second number is 36. So option C is the correct option for the given question. Next question is, when the digits of a 2-digit number are interchanged, then it becomes 54 more than the original number. The product of the 2 digits is 16. What is the original number? We have to find the required original number. Therefore, let the number be xy. According to the question, 10y plus x minus 10x plus y is equal to 54. On opening the brackets and further solving, it will be 9y minus 9x is equal to 54. Taking 9 common, it will be y minus x is equal to 54. 9 and 54 will be cancelled. So it will be y minus x is equal to 6 or y is equal to 6 plus x. Let this be equation number 1. It is also given that the product of two numbers is equal to 16. Product of two numbers means x into y. X into y is 16. Let this be equation number 2. From equation 1 and 2, we get x into 6 plus x is equal to 16. On further solving, x will be equals to 2. Putting the value of x in equation number 1, y will be equals to x plus 6. So y will be equals to 2 plus 6, which is equal to 8. Now we have both the values, x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 8. Therefore, the required number is xy, which is 28. Hence, we can say that the required number is 28. Therefore, option number D is the correct option for this question. Next question is, 6 years hence, the age of A would be 5 by 6 of the age of B. 4 years ago, the ages of A and B were in the ratio 10:13. What is the present age of C and who is 5 years elder to A? We have to find the present age of C. So first, let us calculate the ages of A and B. So let the ages of A and B be 5x and 6x respectively. We are supposing the ages of A and B as 5x and 6x respectively. According to question, 5x minus 10 divided by 6x minus 10 is equal to 10/13. A ratio is given which is 10:13. On further solving it, taking 5 common, it will be x minus 2 divided by 6x minus 10 is equal to 10/13. 5 and 10 will be cancelled. So the equation becomes x minus 2 divided by 6x minus 10 is equal to 2/13. On further cross multiplying, we will get 13x minus 26 is equal to 12x minus 20. 13x minus 12x is x. X is equal to minus 20 plus 26. Therefore, x will be equals to 6. We have to find present age of C. Therefore, present age of C will be equals to 5x minus 1. Putting the value of x here, it will be 5 into 6 minus 1. So it will be 30 minus 1, which is equal to 29. Therefore, present age of C is 29 years. So the correct option is option number B here. Next question is, in a mixture, ratio of milk and water is 6:1. 21 liters of mixture is withdrawn and 77 liters of water is added to the mixture. If the total quantity of resultant mixture is twice of the quantity of original mixture, what was the amount of milk in the original mixture? In the first step, let the quantity of milk and water be 6x and x respectively, because ratio is given 6:1. Now, quantity of milk removed from the given mixture will be equal to 6/7 into 21, which is equal to 18 liters. Similarly, quantity of water removed from mixture is equal to 1/7 into 21, which will be equals to 3 liter. Now we have the quantity of milk removed and the quantity of water removed. According to the question, 7x minus 21 plus 77 is equal to 2 into 7x. On further solving this, it will be 7x is equal to 56. So x will be equals to 56 upon 7, which is equal to 8. The value of x is 8. We have to find the quantity of milk in original mixture. We have supposed the quantity of milk as 6x. Therefore, the quantity of milk will be equals to 6x. We have the value for x. So it will be 6 into 8, which is equal to 48 liters. This is the quantity of milk in original mixture. Therefore, the correct answer here is option number C, 48 liters. Next question is, A and B started a business together in a partnership. B left the business after 8 months. At the end of the year, profit is rupees 4,000, out of which profit of B is rupees 3,000. The investment of B is how much percentage more than the investment of A? It is clear that if B has more profit, then investment of B is more, but we have to find the required percentage, that how much percentage is more than A. Therefore, let the investments of A and B be rupees X and rupees Y. Ratio of their profit A is to B will be 4,000 minus 3,000 is to 3,000. We know that if total profit is 4,000 and out of which profit of B is 3,000, then profit of A will be 4,000 minus 3,000. So A ratio B will be equals to 1 ratio 3, because this will be 1,000 ratio 3,000. So it will be 1:3. Now it is equal to X into 12 is to Y into 8. On further solving, it will be 1/3 is equal to 12x upon 8y. 1 ratio 3 is equal to the given quantity, which is 12x is to 8y. Therefore, 1/3 will be 12x upon 8y. From here, by cross multiplying, 8y will be equals to 12x into 3. So 8y will be equals to 12 into 3 is 36x. So y will be equals to 4.5x. Now we have to find the required percentage. Therefore, the required percentage will be equal to 4.5 x minus x divided by x into 100. On further solving, it will be 350 percentage. So the required percent is 350%. Hence, option C is the correct option. Next question is a very, very simple question. What should come in the place of question mark in the following series? A series is given here, which is 24, 12, 12, 18, 36 and question mark. We have to find the last number here. It is in the form of a series. In this type of question, all we have to do is we have to understand the pattern of the given series. The pattern of the given series is 24 into 0.5 is equal to 12. Then 12 into 1 is equal to 12. 12 into 0.5 is equal to 18. 18 into 2 is equal to 36. See here there is 1. It will be 1.5. 12 into 1.5 is 18. And 36 into 2.5 gives 90. So the last number will be 90. The pattern is multiplying the number with 0.5, then 1, then 1.5, then 2, then 2.5. So if you understand the pattern, then you can solve this kind of question. So according to this pattern, 36 will be multiplied by 2.5. So 36 into 2.5 gives 90. Therefore, the number in the place of question mark is 90. So option number D is the correct option here. Here is a question which consists of the directions. What should come in place of the question mark in the following number series? A series is given which is 158, question mark 147, 197, 132 and 214. We have to find the required number in the place of the question mark. So in this type of question, we first have to understand the pattern of the series. The first number is 158 and the pattern of the series is 158 plus 5 square plus 1 is equal to 184. Similarly, 184 minus 6 square plus 1 is equal to 147. 147 plus 7 square plus 1 is equal to 197. 197 minus 8 square plus 1 is equal to 132. And 132 plus 9 square plus 1 is equal to 240. You can see that the signs are plus, minus, and plus. And the number of power is increasing by 1, which is 5, then 6, then 7, then 8, then 9. So 158 plus 5 square plus 1 gives 184. Means the number in the place of question mark is 184. So we can say that the correct option for this question is option number A, which is 184. Next question also has the same direction. Here this number of series is 4.8, 6.7, 10.5, 18.1, question mark 63.7. Here the pattern of the series in the form 4.8 into 2 minus 2.9 gives 6.7, which is the second number. Again 6.7 into 2 minus 2.9 gives 10.5. Similarly, 10.5 into 2 minus 2.9 gives 18.1. 18.1 into 2 minus 2.9 gives 33.3. You can see that the number followed by 18.1 here is question mark. So we can say that the next number will be 33.3. So this is the number 33.3, but let us check it for the last number also. 33.3 into 2 minus 2.9 will be equal to 63.7, which is the last number. So we can say that the correct option here is option number B, which is 33.3. Next question also has the same direction. Here the number of series is 3, 16, 65, 196, question mark and 394. The pattern of the given series is 3 into 5 plus 1 is equal to 16. 16 into 4 plus 1 is equal to 65. 65 into 3 plus 1 is equal to 196. 196 into 4 into 2. You can see that the number is decreasing. First it was 5, then 4, then 3, then now it will be 2. Plus 1 will be equal to 393. And at last, 393 into 1 plus 1 will be equal to 394. So you can see that the fifth number here is 393, which comes in the place of question mark. And the series is in the form, we will multiply it by 5, then by 4, then by 3, then by 2, then by 1, and we will add 1 to the answers. So in this way, we have found the number in the place of question mark, and the number here is 393. So the correct option here is option number C. Next question has the direction. Study the given information carefully and answer the question that follows. The given below graph shows the percentage distribution of the number of cakes baked by 5 shops A, B, C, D, and E on a given day. Total number of cakes baked by the 5 shops were 400. The given below table shows the percentage of cakes ordered from the 5 shops out of the baked cakes. The table consists of shop and the percentage of the cake order. A note is given which is number of cakes unsold is equal to number of cakes baked minus number of cakes ordered. All the ordered cakes are to be considered as cakes sold. And the first part of this question is the number of cakes unsold from shop E is what percentage more than the number of cakes unsold from shop D. So first, let us consider number of baked cakes. Number of baked cakes for shop A will be 400 into 0.1, which is equal to 40. We know that total number of cakes is 400. Similarly, for B, it will be 400 into 0.2, which is equal to 80. For C, it will be 400 into 0.35, which is equal to 140. For D, it will be 400 into 0.2, which is equal to 80. And for E, it will be 400 into 0.15, which is equal to 60. This is the number of baked cakes. Now let us calculate the number of sold cakes. Number of sold cakes will be 40 into 0.60 because the percentage of cake ordered is given here. So it will be 60%. So it will be 0.60. So it will be 24. Then 80 into 0.75, it gives 60. Similarly, 140 into 0.80, which is equal to 112. Similarly, 80 into 0.95, which is equal to 76. And 60 into 0.90 gives 54. This is the number of sold cakes for all the 5 shops. Now, let us find the number of unsold cakes. If 24 is the number of sold cakes and total number of baked cake is 40 for shop A, so number of unsold cakes will be 40 minus 24, which is equal to 16. For B, it will be 80 minus 60, which is equal to 20. For C, it will be 140 minus 112, which is equal to 28. For D, it will be 80 minus 76, which is equal to 4. And for E, it will be 60 minus 54, which is equal to 6. We have to find the percentage for shop E is how much more than the number of cakes unsold from shop D. Therefore, the required percentage will be equals to 6 minus 4 upon 4 into 100%. Because you can see that the number of unsold cakes for E is 6 and the number of unsold cakes for D is 4. So it will be 6 minus 4 upon 4 into 100%. So it will be equal to 2 by 4 into 100%, which is equal to 1 by 2 into 100. So 1 by 2 into 100 will be 50. Therefore, the required percentage here is 50%. So the correct option here is option number B, which is 50%. Next question also has the same directions. So the table will be same. We have already calculated the number of baked cakes, the number of sold cakes, and the number of unsold cakes. We have calculated it in the previous question. Number of baked cakes will be 40, 80, 140, 80, and 60. Number of sold cakes are 24, 60, 112, 76, and 54. And number of unsold cakes are 16, 20, 28, 4, and 6. The question here is if the total number of cakes baked by all the shops is distributed in a degree pie chart, what would have been the central angle for shop C? We have to find the required central angle for shop C. Therefore, according to the given calculation, required central angle for shop C will be equals to 35 into 360 degree upon 100. On further calculation, this will be 7 and this will be 20. Again, this will be 0 and 0 cancelled. It will be 18. So 18 into 7 is 126 degree. This is the required angle for shop C. Therefore, we can say that correct option here is option number A. Next question also has the same directions. So first let us write the values, which is number of baked cakes, then sold cakes, then unsold cakes. So number of baked cake is 40, 80, 140, 80 and 60. Number of sold cakes is 24, 60, 112, 76 and 54. And number of unsold cakes is 16, 20, 28, 4 and 6. The question here is the cost of baking each cake for shop D was rupees 200. If 25% of the cakes sold were sold for rupees 175 and the remaining were sold for rupees 250, if no revenue is generated from unsold cakes, what will be the total profit percentage for shop D? We know that the cost is given. So cost of baking for shop D is rupees 200. And we know that for shop D, the total number of baked cake is 80. So it will be 200 into 80, which is equal to rupees 16,000. Now, selling price of 76 cakes for shop D will be 19 into 175 plus 57 into 250, which is equals to rupees 17,575. So from here we can calculate the required profit. You can see in the table that number of sold cakes for D is 76. So selling price for 76 cakes will be rupees 17,575. So profit will be 17,575 minus 16,000, which is equal to rupees 1,575. We have to find the profit percentage for shop D. Therefore, the profit percentage for shop D will be equals to 1,575 divided by 16,000 into 100. So the zeros will be cancelled. So 1,575 divided by 160, again on cancelling it and simplifying it, it will be equals to 9.84%. So this is the required profit percentage for shop D. Therefore, we can say that the correct option here is option number B, which is 9.84%. Next question also has the same directions. So here the number of baked cakes is 40, 80, 140, 80 and 60. The number of sold cakes are 24, 60, 112, 76 and 54. And the number of unsold cakes here are 16, 20, 28, 4 and 6. The question here is, what is the ratio of the number of cakes baked by shop C and the number of cakes sold by shop B? You can see that the number of cakes baked by shop C is 140. So it will be 140. And the number of cakes sold by shop B. Here there is sold cakes. So number of cakes sold by shop B is 60. So we have to find its ratio. So it will be 140 ratio 60. So we can find as 140 divided by 60. So 0 and 0 will be cancelled. It will be 7 and it will be 3. So the required ratio is 7:3. Therefore, we can say that the correct option here is option number D, which is 7:3. Next question also has the same directions. So the required table will be baked cakes, sold cakes, and number of unsold cakes. Baked cakes is 40, 80, 140, 80, and 60. Number of sold cakes is 24, 60, 112, 76, and 54. And number of unsold cakes will be 16, 20, 28, 4, and 6. The question here is the number of cakes that were unsold from shops A, B, and C, 25% were given to the beggars. Of the remaining 25% were eaten by the staff of the shops, while the rest were sold the next day at 10% loss. If each cake costed rupees 250 to bake for all the shops, what was the total amount earned from this cakes? So it is given that the number of unsold cakes from shop A, B, and C is, we know that number of unsold cakes for shop A, B, and C is 16, 20, and 28. So it will be 16 plus 20 plus 28, which is equals to 64. Now, the number of cakes given to the beggars will be equal to 25% of 64, because it is clearly written in question that 25% were given to the beggars. So it will be 25% of 64, which is equal to 25 by 100 into 64, which is equal to 1 by 5 into 64, which is equal to 1 by 4. See, it is 1 by 4 because 25 4 is 100. So it will be equal to 16. Now, other 25% is eaten by the staff. So number of cake eaten by staff will be equal to 25% of 64 minus 16. So it will be 25 by 100 into 64 minus 16. On further calculation, it will be equal to 12. Therefore, the remaining cakes after all this will be 64 minus 16 minus 12, which is equal to 36. We have to find the amount earned by the selling cakes. So amount that is earned by selling 36 cakes at 1 rupees loss will be 36 into 250 into 0.9, which will be equal to rupees 8,100. So we can say that the correct option for this question is option number E here. Next question also has the same directions. Therefore, baked cakes, sold cakes, and unsold cakes. Baked cakes are 40, 80, 140, 80, and 60. Sold cakes are 24, 60, 112, 76, and 54. And unsold cakes are 16, 20, 28, 4, and 6. Here the question is, if the next day number of cakes ordered increased by 20% for shop B, while the number of cakes baked by shop B remained the same, then the number of cakes unsold by shop B is more than how many shops? So let us calculate the number of cakes sold by B after 20% of increase will be 120% of 60, because we know that number of sold cakes for shop B is 60. Therefore, it is 120% of 60, which is equal to 120 by 100 into 60. 0 and 0 will be cancelled. 12 into 6 is 72. Now, number of unsold cakes for B will be equal to 80 minus 72, which is equal to 8. Thus, the number of cakes unsold by shop B is still more than two shops, that is D and E. You can see that number of unsold cakes for D and E is 4 and 6, but number of unsold cakes for B after the percentage of increase is 8. So it is still more than the number of unsold cakes for D and E. So it is still more than the number of unsold cakes for two shops. Therefore, the correct option here is option number C, which is 2. Next question have different directions, and the question is, the table given below shows the capacity of 5 buses A, B, C, D and E, and the percentage of seats that were filled out of the total seating capacity of the buses. The table consists of bus, total seating capacity and percentage of seats filled. Some of the data is missing and is denoted as not available. Note the total number of vacant seats in all the 5 buses together were 40, and the number of seats in buses D and E together were 65. Here the question is, what is the average of the vacant seats of buses B, C, D and E? So first, let us find the number of seats and the number of filled seats and vacant seats. Filled seats and the vacant seats. For bus A, the number of seats is 20. For B, it is 30. For C, it is 15. For D, it is 50. And for E, it is 15. Number of filled seats for A is 12. Similarly, for B is 24. For C is 9. For D is 35. And for E is 10. Number of vacant seats are 8, 6, 6, 15 and 5. Now, for bus A, number of filled seats will be equal to 20 into 0.6, which is equal to 12. And for A, the number of vacant seats will be equals to 20 minus 12, which is equal to 8. Similarly, for B, the number of filled seats will be equals to 30 into 0.8, which is equal to 24. And for B, the number of vacant seats will be equal to 30 minus 24, which is equal to 6. For bus C, the number of filled seats will be equal to 15 into 0.6, which is equal to 9. And for bus C, the number of vacant seats is equal to 15 minus 9, which is equal to 6. Now we have seen the number of filled seats and vacant seats for bus A, B and C. Let the number of seats in buses D and E, B, D and E respectively We are supposing the number of seats for buses D and E as D and E, and the number of vacant seats in buses D and E be D dash and E dash. So according to this conditions, D plus E will be equal to 65. Let this be equation number 1. And D dash plus E dash will be equal to 40 minus 8 plus 6 plus 6, because these are the number of vacant seats. This will be equal to 20. So D into 1 minus 0.7 plus E into 1 minus 0.66 will be equal to 20. On further simplification, it will be 0.3 into D plus 0.33 into E is equal to 20. Let this be equation number 2. Using both the equation 1 and 2, we get D is equal to 50 and E is equal to 15. Also, D dash is equal to 15 and E dash is equal to 5. Now we have to find the average. Therefore, the required average will be equal to 6 plus 6 plus 15 plus 5 divided by 4, which gives 6 plus 6 plus 15 plus 5 is 32. 32 upon 4 is 8. So the required average is 8. Therefore, we can say that out of all the given options, option number B is the correct option here, which is 8. Next question also has the same directions. So first, let us write the values that we have found in the previous question. We have seen that for A, the number of field seats is 12 and the number of vacant seats is 8. Consider field seats as F and vacant seats as V. Similarly, for bus B, the field seats are 24 and the vacant seats are 6. For bus C, the field seats are 9 and the vacant seats are 6. We have already calculated these values in the previous question. Also, we know the values for D, which is 50, E is equal to 15, D dash is equal to 15, and E dash is equal to 5. The part of the question here is, if the number of vacant seats was distributed in a degree pie chart, what would have been the central angle for bus A? We have to find the required central angle for bus A. So central angle for bus A will be equals to 8 upon 8 plus 6 plus 6 plus 15 plus 5. We know that the number of vacant seat for A is 8 divided by the total number of vacant seats, which is 8 plus 6 plus 6 plus 15 plus 5. D dash and E dash represent the number of vacant seats for D and E into 360 degrees, since we have to find the central angle. So on further calculating, this will be equals to 72 degree. Therefore, the required central angle for A is 72 degree. So option number C is the correct option for this question. Next question also has the same directions. And the question here is, what is the ratio of the number of field seats of bus B and the vacant seats of bus A? We just have to calculate the ratio here. We know that for A, the number of field seats is 12 and the number of vacant seats is 8. And for B, the number of field seats is 24 and the number of vacant seats is 6. We have to determine the ratio of field seats of B and vacant seats of A. So field seats of B is 24 is to vacant seats of A, which is 8. So 24 by 8 will be 3 by 1. So the required ratio will be 3:1. Therefore, we can say that out of all the given options, option number A is the correct option here. Moving on to the next question, it also consists of the same directions. And the question here is, if 20% of the seats in bus E were occupied by the people aging above 60, 40% were occupied by females and 50% were occupied by males aging below 60, what was the number of seats occupied by females aging above 60? Firstly, let us write all the values that we have calculated in the previous question. We know that for bus A, the number of filled seats is 12 and the number of vacant seats is 8. For bus B, the number of filled seats is 24 and the number of vacant seats is 6. Similarly, for bus C, the number of filled seats is 9 and the number of vacant seats is 6. Also, we know the value for D, which is 50. E is equal to 15, D dash is equal to 15 and E dash is equal to 5. Now, according to this part, we know that number of seats filled in E is 10. So for E, the number of filled seats will be 10. Therefore, number of seats filled by people above 60 years will be equal to 0.2 into 10, which is equal to 2. Also, number of seats filled by people below 60 years will be equal to 0.2 into 10, 0.8 into 10, because it is below 60 years, so it will be 8. Now, the number of seats filled by females is equal to 0.4 into 10, which is equal to 4. Also, number of seats filled by males above 60 years is 0.5 into 10, which is equal to 5. Now, the number of seats filled by females below 60 years is 8 minus 5, which is equal to 3. We know that total number of seats for females is 8. So seats filled by females below 60 years is 8 minus 5, which is equal to 3. And the number of seats filled by females above the age of 60 years is 4 minus 3, which is equal to 1. So this is the required calculation and hence the required answer is 1. Therefore, we can say that the correct option here is option number D, which is 1. The number of seats occupied by females above 60 years is 1. Next question also has the same directions. So first let us write the values which we have found previously. We know that for A, the number of filled seats is 12 and vacant seats is 8. For B, the number of filled seats is 24 and vacant seats is 6. Similarly, for C, the number of filled seats is 9 and vacant seats is 6. Also, we know the values for D, which is 50, E, which is 15, D dash, which is equal to 15, and E dash, which is equal to 5. Now, we know that the number of people that got down at Yarivali bus stop is equal to 20% of 35, which is equal to 20 by 100 into 35. 0 and 0 will be cancelled. This will be 5. 5 and 35 will be 7. So it will be 7. It is given in the question that 20% of the passengers on bus D got down at Yarivali bus stop and 2 passengers boarded the bus from the same bus stop. The conductor started charging from Yarivali bus stop. The number of adults and children on the bus were in the ratio 2:1. If the total collection of bus fare was rupees 800, what was the bus fare for each child? We have to find what was the bus fare for each child. And considering that there were no other stoppages till the final stop, the bus ticket was free till Yarivali bus stop and children's ticket price was half of that of an adult. So that is why we have calculated the number of people that got down at Yarivali bus stop is 20% of 35, which gives 7. Now, total number of people that were in the bus after boarding and deboarding at Yarivali bus stop is 35 minus 7 plus 2, which is equal to 30. So number of adults on the bus at that time will be 20 and number of children on the bus will be 30 minus 20, which is equal to 10. We have to calculate the fare. So let the fare of each child be rupees X, and therefore if the fare of each child is rupees X, then fare of each adult will be 2x. Therefore, the total collection of fare is equal to 800, which is equals to 20 into 2x plus 10 into x. We know that number of adults is 20 and for adults the fare is 2x. Therefore 20 into 2x plus the number of children is 10 and for the children the fare is rupees x. So it will be 10 into x. So we can say that 800 will be equals to 50x because 40x plus 10x is 50x. So x will be equals to 800 upon 50, which is equals to 16. So we can say that the required value for x is 16. The total collection of fare is rupees 16. Therefore, we can say that among all the given options, option number B is the correct option for this question. Next question also has the same directions. Here the question is, what was the difference between the number of vacant seats in bus C and the number of filled seats in bus D? We have to find the difference here. We know that for C, the number of filled seats is 9 and the number of vacant seats is 6. We know that for bus D, the number of filled seats is given and we have already calculated, which is 35. So we have to just calculate the difference between the vacant seats in bus C and filled seats in bus D. We know that filled seats in bus D is 35 and vacant seats in bus C is 9. No, it is filled seats. Vacant seats is noted by V. So vacant seats for bus C is 6. Therefore, 35 minus 6 is 29. I hope this question is clear to you. In this question, we do not need to make the complex calculation. We just have to find the difference. And we already know the values for bus C, that in bus C, the field seats are 9 and the vacant seats are 6. And for bus D, the field seats are 35. So the difference between the field seats in bus D, which is 35, and vacant seats in bus C, which is 6, is 35 minus 6, which is equal to 29. Therefore, we can say that the correct option here is none of this, because you can see that in the given options, there is 15, 18, 25, 30, and none of this. But the correct answer is 29, which is not present in the options. So we can say that option number E is the correct option for this question. Next question is 8 people A, B, C, D, E, F, G and H are sitting around a square table. 4 of them are sitting at the corners facing outside and the remaining 4 are sitting at the sides of the table facing inside. H sits second to the left of C, G sits third to the right of H, E sits second to the left of G, A sits second from the left of E, B sits at one of the middle sides of the table, B is not an immediate neighbor of E, and D sits second to the left of F. So according to question, the arrangement is in this way. Consider this as the figure. Here there will be D, here there will be G, here it will be C, here E. Similarly, at this corner there will be F, here is A, at this corner there will be H, and here there will be B. So the question is, how many people sit between H and A when counting from the right of H? From the right of H means this side, because the right side of H is this. So let us count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So we can say that out of all the options, option number D is the correct option, which is more than 3 here. Next question also has the same directions. So let us make the figure again. I hope that the figure is clear to you. Now, second part of this question is who sits to the immediate left of D? You can see here there is D and immediate left of D is G here. Therefore, we can say that correct option is option number B, which is G. Next question also has the same direction, and the question is find the odd one out. We have to select the odd one out here. The arrangement is in this way. We can clearly see here that the odd one out is G here. Therefore, we can say that correct option is option number B. Again, the directions are same. See, this type of questions are very, very simple. If the directions are same, you just have to solve it in the first part and you can easily answer all the coming questions of the other parts. Now the question is, which of the following pairs is facing outside? You can see that F is facing outside and C is facing outside. So one pair is F and C. Again, H is facing outside and D is facing outside. So another pair is H and D. All others are facing inside. So there are two pairs which are facing outside, which is F and C and H and D. Out of all the given options, correct option will be option number C, which is F and C. So option number C is the correct option here. Next question is, who sits third to the left of F? The arrangement is in this way. This is E, this is F, it is A, it is H, then V, followed by C, G, and D. In the third to the left of F, there is G. You can see that left of F is in this direction. So this is first person, this is second person, and this is third person. So third person is G. Therefore, we can say that option C is the correct option here. Next question is, if in a number 7, 2, 9, 6, 4, 5, 1, 3, 8, 1 is subtracted to each odd number and 1 is added to each even number, then what is the product of third digit from the left and fourth digit from the right end in the new arrangement? See, original word is given. After applying the given condition, the number becomes 6, 3, 8, 7, 5, 4, 0, 2, 9. Now, third digit from the left is 8 and fourth digit from the right is 4. We have to find its product. So, 8 into 4 will be 32. Therefore, we can say that option number B is the correct option here. Next question consists of various statements, and the directions are in this question below are given 3 statements followed by 2 conclusions. You have to take the given statements to be true even if they seem to be at variance with commonly known facts. Read all the conclusions and then decide which of the following conclusions logically follows from the given statements disregarding commonly known facts. The statements are: no part is cart, all cart is board, no board is gun, and the conclusion is some board are not part and no gun is part. According to the question, the arrangement is in this way. Consider this as part. It has no connection to gun because it is given that no gun is a part. This is cart and this will be board and this will be gun. So this is the required diagram according to question. According to this diagram, only first follows. Therefore, we can say that the correct option is option number A here. Next question also has the same direction. Here the statements are: only a few pod is drive, some drive is bond, all bond is flagged, and the conclusions are: all drive is flagged, some pod are not drive. So first let us make the pod and drive. Consider this as the pod and consider this as the drive. This both are connected but not all together. So only some pod are drive. So I'm marking a particular area here. Now it is given that some drive is bond. So a little bit drive is bond and all drive is flag. So every drive will be flag. Now, according to the given diagram, only second conclusion follows, that some pod are not drive. Therefore, we can say that the correct option here is option number B. Next question has the statements: all ship is gas, only a few gas is hunt, no hunt is flash, and the conclusions are some ship are hunt, no ship is hunt. So according to question, the diagram will be in this way. This is ship and this will be gas. And the few part of gas will be connected to hunt. So this will be the required symbol. Again, this is not connected to flash. It is given that no hunt is flash. According to this given diagram, either first or second follows. There we can say that option number C must be the correct option here. Because you can see that here no hunt is flash. Therefore, either one or two follows. Therefore, option number C is the correct option for the given question. Next question has the statement: only a few calt is drill, all calt is pin, all drill is gross, and the conclusions are all drill being pin is a possibility. Some gross are not calt. So according to the given question here, consider this as the calt. Then some part of calt will be this. Now consider another block or now consider this as drill and consider another thing as gross. Some cart is drill, therefore this will be connected to drill, but not all cart is drill. Only a few cart is drill. Therefore, this is the required diagram here. According to this arrangement, only first follows, that all drill being pin is a possibility. Therefore, we can say that correct option here is option number A. Next question is, how many such pairs of letters are there in the word handcraft? The word which is given here is handcraft, each of which has as many letters between them in the word as in the English alphabet, both forward and backward. Therefore, the possible pairs according to this question will be DA, DC, CA, CF, and NT. So the total number here is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Therefore, we can say that there are 5 pairs of letters in the word handcraft, which has as many letters between them in the word as in the English alphabet. So according to all the given options, option D is the correct option here. Next question has the directions: 6 people A, B, C, D, E, and F going to Mussoorie to attend an event which is held on 2 different dates, that is 13th and 28th of 3 months, that is May, June, and July. C attends the event in the month having 30 days. 2 people attend the event between C and E. Only 1 person attends the event between E and A. B attends the event before A. The number of people attending the event before B is the same as the number of people attending the event after F. And D attends the event after F. So according to all the given information here, the days are 31, 31, 30, 30, 31, and 31. Month are 13th of May, 28th of May, 13th of June, 28th of June, 13th of July, and 28th of July. And the number of people are E, On 28th May, there is B. On 13th June, there is A. On 28th June, there is C. On 13th July, there is F. And on 28th July, there is D. Now, the first part of this question is, who amongst the following attends the event on 28th July? You can see that on 28th July, D attends the event. Therefore, we can say that the correct option here is option number C, which says D. Next question also has the same direction. So first let us make the required table. Days, months, and people. The days are 31, 31, 30, 30, 31, and 31. The month is 13th May, 28th May, 13th June, 28th June, 13th July, and 28th July. And the peoples are E, B, A, C, F, and D. The question here is, how many people attend the event before F? You can see that before F, there are 4 peoples. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Therefore, we can say that the correct option here is option number A, which is 4. Again, the question has the same direction. Days are 31, 31, 30, 30, 31, and 31. Month will be 13th of May, 28th of May, 13th of June, 28th of June, then 13th of July, and 28th of July. And the people are E, B, A, C, F, and D. The question here is, B was born in which of the following dates? According to this given information in the question, B was born in May 28th. Therefore, we can say that the correct option here is option number B, which is May 28th. You can see in the table that the month for B is 28th May. Therefore, it is the correct option here. Next question also has the same information. See, all this question seems very easy because the information is same in all the given question. All we have to do is we have to just understand the question once and we can easily answer the coming parts of the question. This is the required month for all the given days. And the people will be E, B, A, C, F, and D. Here, the question is, who amongst the following attend the event between B and C? You can see that between B and C, there is A. Therefore, we can say that A attends the event between B and C. So, option number C is correct, which says A. This question also has the same direction. So, here, the days will be 31, 31, 30, 30, 31, and 31. The month will be 13th May, 28th May, 13th June, 28th June, 13th July, and 28th July. And the people will be E, B, A, C, F, and D. The question here is, who among the following attends the event before B? Before B, you can see that there is E. So we can say that E attends the event before B. Therefore, option number C is correct, which says E. I hope all these questions are clear to you. Next question is, if it is possible to make a meaningful word from first, third, ninth, and 11th letters of the word aggregation. The word is here aggregation. Then which will be the third letter from the left of that word? Mark X if no such word can be formed, and mark Y if more than one such word can be formed. Here, the first, third, ninth, and 11th letter of the word is A, G, I, and N. So we can say that according to the given question, the third letter from the left of that word will be I. So we can say that the correct option here is I. So option number A is correct, which says I. Next question has the direction, study the following information and answer the given questions. The information is, there are 6 containers in a stack with different volumes. Every container has its volume in odd numbers only. Only C is heavier than E. F is not the lowest. A is heavier than F. Second lowest container volume is 15 and volume of the second highest container is 33. B is heavier than D but lighter than F. According to all the given information, C is heavier than E is heavier than A is heavier than F is heavier than B, and B is heavier than D. Here, the numbers are given, which is 15 for B and 33 for E. So, the question here is, if F's volume is 17, then which one of the following is true? So, consider the volume of F as 17. Therefore, the true condition can be A's volume can be 21, which lies between 33 and 17. So we can say that correct option here will be option number A, which is A's volume can be 21. Next question also has the same directions. So according to question, C is heavier than E and E have 33. E is heavier than A is heavier than F is heavier than B, and B is heavier than D. And for B it is 15. It is given in the question. The question here is, if the total volume of the container C and B is 54 and the total volume of E and D is 42, then what is the total volume of C and D? So according to the question, if the total volume of C and B is 54, so 54 minus 15 will be C. So it will be 9, and here there will be 3. So C will have 39, and the total volume of E and D is 42. So E is 33 and D we have to calculate, the total is 42. Therefore 42 minus 33 will be again 9 and it will be 0. So for D it will be 9. Then what is the total volume of C and D? Now the volume of C is 39 and the volume of D is 9. So adding both this value, 39 plus 9 is 48. Therefore, correct option is option number C here. Again, the directions are same for this question. C is greater than E and E have 33. E is greater than A is greater than F is greater than B have 15 and B is greater than D. The question is, what can be the possible weight of D? The possible weight of D can be less than 15 because you can see that the number is decreasing from C to D. Therefore, we can say that the value for D will be less than 15. Here, among all the given options, the value which is less than 15 is 13. Therefore, option D is the correct option for this question. Next question has the direction. A certain number of people sitting in a linear row facing north. T sits third from one of the ends. 6 people sit between A and T. The number of people sitting between A and T is the same as the number of people sitting between A and H. 3 people sit between A and G, who sits 4 to the right of C. 9 people are sitting between C and K when counted from the left of K. Number of people sitting to the right of A is 1 less than the number of people sitting to the left of C. 6 people sit between D and C. Only one person sits between D and J. Who sits second from the end? So according to all the given information, the sitting arrangement is in this way. Consider the arrows as people. So second is J. Then only one people sit between J and D. So here there will be D. Between D and C, there are 6 peoples. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. And here there will be C. And next to C, there will be H. Then between H and G, there are 2 peoples. So here there will be G. Between G and A, there are 3 peoples. 1, 2 and 3. So here there will be A. This is 1, 2 and 3. Between A and K, there is 1 people. So here there will be K. Between K and T, there are 4 peoples. So it will be 1, 2, 3 and 4. So here there will be T. And after T, there are 2 more peoples. So the question here is, how many people are sitting in the given arrangement? In the given arrangement, total there are 9 peoples. Therefore, we can say that 9 peoples are sitting between C and K. Now let us count the total number of peoples. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27 and 28. Total number of peoples who are sitting in this given arrangement is 28. Therefore, we can say that option number C is the correct option here. Don't get confused with the thing which is given in question. It is given that 9 peoples are sitting, but between C and K only. So total number of people here is 28. The directions are same for this question. So first let us make the sitting arrangement. Here there is J followed by D. Then here there is C, H, G, then after 3 people there is A, after 1 people there will be K, and after 4 more peoples there will be T and followed by 2 more peoples. The question here is, who amongst the following sits fifth to the right of K? You can see that K is present here. Fifth to the right of K is T. Let us count 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Here there is T. Therefore, we can say that the correct option here is option number B, which says T. Next question also has the same direction. Sitting arrangement is J, leaving 1 person, there is D, leaving 6 persons, there will be C. So here there will be C, followed by H, leaving 2 persons, there will be G, leaving 3 more persons, there will be A, leaving 1 person, there will be K, then 4 more, then there will be T and followed by 2 more peoples. So the question here is how many people sit between J and H? You can see that J is present here and H is present here. So let us count between J and H. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Therefore, we can say that total number of people that sit between J and H is 9. So option number C is the correct option, which says 9. Again, the question has the same directions. So the arrangement will be same. See, all these questions are very, very simple. We just have to understand the basics of the given question in the first part and we can easily solve the coming parts. The question here is who amongst the following sits between H and A? Here there is H and here there is A. So you can see that it is asked who among the following, means we do not have to count the number of people. We just have to see the name or the given symbol for the people. So between H and A, we can see only a single person, which is G. Therefore, the correct option here is option number D, which says G. Again, the directions are same. Here the question is number of people sitting between D and C is the same as the number of people sitting between. So first let us count the number of people sitting between D and C. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. You can see that there are 6 people sitting between D and C. Now you can see that between H and G there are only 2. Between G and A there are only 3. Between A and K there is 1. Between K and T there is 4. Now let us see A and H. Here there is H and here there is A. So let us count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Here also the number of peoples are 6 and here also the number of peoples are 6. So we can say that the number of people sitting between D and C is the same as the number of people sitting between H and A. So the correct option here will be option number C, which says A and H. Next question has the direction, study the following information and answer the given question. The information is in a family of 7 members, A, B, C, D, H, M and V, there are 2 married couples. B is the sister of V and daughter of H, who is the father-in-law of D. C and A are siblings. A is the sister of D, who is the brother-in-law of V. M has 2 children. C is the sister-in-law of B. According to the given information, consider some symbols. Consider single line for the siblings and consider double line for the relation of laws like daughter-in-law, father-in-law or mother-in-law. So according to these symbols and the given information, C and A are siblings. So C and A will be connected together. Again, A is the sister of D. So A and D will be connected together. And for the siblings also the symbol is circle. And for the sister the symbol is D. Now it is given that B is the sister of V and daughter of H, who is father-in-law of D. So if there is laws relation, so there will be double line and there will be B here, which is connected to H because it is given that B is the sister of V and daughter of H. Now followed by V and H is connected to M. because it is given that M has two children. So according to the given information, this is the required diagram. The question is, how is M related to D? Here there is M and here there is D. So the relation is mother-in-law because M has two children and D is the father-in-law of H. So the relation between M and D is mother-in-law. So the correct option here is option number D. Next question also has the same direction. So the diagram will be same. Here there is C, A, D, B, V, H and M. The question here is, how many male members are there in the family? See, we cannot determine the total number of male members because no such information is given here. So we can say that it cannot be determined. So option number D is the correct option here. Next question also has the same directions. So the diagram will be the same here also. Here the question is, who amongst the following is the sister of A? You can see that A and C are siblings. So the possible combination here is C. C is the sister of A. So we can say that the correct option is option number A, which says C. Next question has different directions. And the directions here are, there are 9 people J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R working in an XYZ company in 3 different departments, HR, IT and production. At least 2 people and a maximum of 4 people can work in the same department. L does not work in the IT department but works with Q. P work in the IT department, K works in R but not works with P and J. J and P work in different departments. M work with O but not in the IT department. R and L work in different departments and L does not work in the production department. So this is a huge question, and according to the given information, the peoples are L, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q and R. And the departments are HR, production, again HR, production, IT, production, IT, HR and production. Here the first part of the question is, which one of the following is true? So you can see that M is in the production. It is true. So we can say that the correct option here is option number A, which says that M is in the production. Next question also has the same directions. Therefore, according to the given information, peoples are L, K, J, M, N, O, P, Q and R. And the departments are HR, production, HR, production, IT, production, IT, HR and production. The question here is, 4 of the following 5 are alike in a certain way and hence form a group. Which of the following does not belong to that group? We can see that the 4 alike people and department are for production, because there are 4 departments for 4 different people and the department is production. The peoples are K, M, O and R. These are the 4 people out of 5 which are alike in a certain way, and out of this people who does not belong to that group is K and M. Therefore, we can say that M and K is the correct option here, which is option number D. Next question also has the same directions, but here some statements are given. So first let us make the required table for people and the required department. The people are L, K, J, M, N, O, P, Q and R. And the departments are HR, production, HR, production, IT, production, IT, HR and production. Now let us see the statements. The statements are R work in a IT department, J works with M and O, and Q works in the HR department. We have to find that which of the following statements are true. So the first statement says that R works in IT department. You can see that in the table, it is clearly written that R works in the production department. So we can say that the first statement is not correct. Second statement is J works with M and O. J is in the HR department, M is in the production department, and O is also in the production department. Meaning M and O works in production department, but J works in HR. So J cannot work together with M and O. So we can say that statement 2 is also not correct. Statement third is Q works in HR department. So here there is Q and the department for Q is HR. So third statement is correct, which is Q works in HR department. Therefore, we can say that only third statement is correct for this question. So correct option is option number C here. Next question also has the same directions. Peoples are L, K, J, M, N, O, P, Q, and R. And the respective departments are HR, production, HR, production, IT, production, IT, HR, and production. The question here is which of the following works with N? You can see that N works in the department IT and other people who work in the department IT is P. So we can say that N and P works together in IT department. Therefore, we can say that N works with P. So option number C is correct, which is P. Next question also has the same directions. So again, the table will be same for the people and the respective department. L, K, J, M, N, O, P, Q and R. Departments are HR, production, HR, production, IT, production, IT, HR, and production. The question here is which of the following pair works in HR department? You can see that there are 3 people who works in HR department. L works in HR department, J works in HR department, and Q works in HR department. So the pair is L, K, and no, L and J because J works in HR department. So L, J, and Q. So the possible pair is L, J, and Q. Therefore, the correct option here is option number C, which says L, Q, and J. Next question has different directions, and directions are point P is 15 meters south of point Q. See, for this type of question, we have to make a required diagram here. It is given that point P is 15 meters south of point Q. Consider this as point P. It is 15 meters south of point Q. So this is 15 meter. Further, point R is 30 meter east of point P. So 30 meter east of point P is point R. This is 30 meter. Further, it is given that point S is 10 meters south of point R. So point S will be 10 meters south of point R. Further, it is given that point S is 15 meter east of point T. So 15 meter east means in this direction. And point U is 10 meter north of T. So it will be 10 meter north of T. This is point U. You can see that U is considered as a midpoint of R and P. Now the question here is, what is the direction of S with respect to P? You can see that point P is here and point S is here. So the direction of S with respect to P is southeast. So we can say that the correct option here is option number B, which is southeast. Next question also has the same direction. So the diagram will be same. P and Q, the distance is 15 meter. Between P and R, the distance is 30 meter. From R and S, the distance is 10 meter. From S and T, the distance is 15 meter. And from T to U, the distance is 10 meter. The question here is, if a boy is standing facing north at point R, how far and in which direction is he from point U? Suppose a boy is standing at point R, then how far and in which direction is he from point U? So from point U to R, the distance between U to R will be 15, because since TS is 15, so UR will be also 15. So we can say that the distance will be 15 meter, and in which direction is he from point U? So the direction is east. Therefore, we can say that the correct option is 15 meter east. So option number C is the correct option here. I hope all these questions are clear to you and all the new concepts are also clear to you. Keep learning more and keep scoring high.